What's up, YouTube? Cam that guy here. I'm back once again with another YouTube video, man. So in this YouTube video, I'm about to be painting my wall. You see what I'm saying? As you can see, let me get all the way out the way. I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this. And I got to do that over there, obviously. You know, let me get right. Hold on. I gotta do this over here and that. I gotta do that and that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get ready to do, right? You know what I mean? So I hope y'all are ready. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all are down. So I'm gonna be painting, but not only am I just painting, right? I'm gonna be talking to y'all kind of just about paint and all that other good stuff, right? So before we get to it, this is the paint I have. This is Behr Premium Plus Semi Gloss. Okay, that's what this is. It should. I'm gonna put this on and all that other shit. And let me just say, this is a paint and primer. This is interior and exterior, and yeah, that's what it is. It should. This is the color, by the way. This is the color. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and show you. This is the color, pretty close to my wall, right? This is a pretty good guess. Am I right? This is a pretty good guess, right? So we about to go ahead and get going, right? Let me look at the square footage of this. I want to see what the square footage of this, just out of curiosity. Let's see if I can find a square footage and see how much this covered. He probably covered it up with a sticker. Let me see real quick. I'm curious to know how much the sample actually covered. Let me move this out from by the cover. Yeah, so this sample can doesn't tell me the square footage, but look, I would say 3 samples will equal like a quart. You know what I'm saying? And a quart, it covers 80 to 100 square feet. So let's do 3 divided by 80. You're looking at let me see. Like around 20, right? Yeah, around 20. I was correct. I had it in my head. I wanted to double check. So you're looking around 20, right? So anyway, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it and shit, look, I'm gonna go ahead and paint this, obviously, paint all this, and then we're gonna go from there, right? You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get to it, man. So I want to talk to y'all about paint this, that, and the third. So look, you know what I'm saying? Whatever pertains to it and shit, y'all probably wondering. Um, well, let me say this before I get my hands dirty, right? I know I'm about to get my hands dirty. Let me say this real quick, right? This will be my first time painting a wall. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to just dip this shit in here and go. Nah, let me say this. I'm not gonna be sleeping in here tonight. Tonight, I'm sleeping in the living room. No matter of fact, I'll just move my bed down that way. But the fumes might be too. It depends how strong the fumes is. I think this has a low VOC. Let me see. I remember seeing VOC on here. It has VOC, but it's not telling me. It's not saying that it's low or whatever, right? But anyway, look, you know, it depends how strong the smell is. But I do gotta let this dry and stuff like that. So I might have the ceiling fan going. I might sleep in the living room. Well, we're gonna see. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get to it, man. So honestly, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to just dip it in, check it out, let it drip, and paint. Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm about to do. I'm just using common sense, you know what I mean? That's just how it goes and shit, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm about to do and shit. And then we'll go from there and shit, you know what I'm saying? But let me go and talk to y'all as I'm doing this, you know? So I'm going to talk to y'all and shit, you know what I mean? So y'all probably wondering, when are we going to get our next painting tutorial? What do you want to teach us next? And all that other shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, I would say honestly, you know what I mean? I want to, you know what I mean, when I get back to painting stuff, I want to teach y'all, you know what I'm saying? Um, probably, I feel like y'all should know what colors make which colors. I feel like as a painter, you should know that, right? Let's see. You know what I mean? So, I'm going like this. That's nice. Kind of let me get this back side real quick. Look how it applies on the wall. That's pretty good, right? So let me just do one more real quick. I need to make sure this really applies and shit, you know me, you know what I mean? And then when it dries, well, I'm only doing the spot, so honestly, I can let this dry and then come back to it and paint over it again. I don't need to do too much. Um, but let me cover these big spots first. I need to let that dry, obviously, and I'll paint over it again because I do gotta do 2 coats of this. So I gotta keep that in mind and shit. You know what I mean? So I do need to do 2 coats of this, right? I mean, for me, applying a bunch of wet paint, I'm wasting coating, right? So I need to basically I already applied it. I just need to let it dry and then go over it again. So yeah. Let me see. I need a little bit more. Alright, but anyway, y'all probably wondering. So yeah, what I want to talk about is I want to see if I could teach more um like what colors make which colors. I feel like as a painter, you should know that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a painter, you should know that. You know what I'm saying? With this little bit of paint, I'm gonna cover these little spots. I feel like as a painter, you should know that and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to talk about and shit. We're gonna go over, you know what I mean, a little bit of the spectrum and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta go over and shit. So that's something I'm looking forward to doing. You know what I'm saying? I want to go over that. What colors make which colors and shit. And I feel like as a painter, that's something you should relatively know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a painter, this is something you should know and shit. So, you know what I mean? That's gonna be what's next. What colors make which colors, right? And this is good for when you gotta mix colors and shit. All that other shit, this is good for that and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's gonna be something worth, viewing this shit. And y'all just stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just be ready for it and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, I hope y'all, are game for it. Cause I am. And I'm looking forward to it. That is what it come down to and shit, you know what I mean? So, I hope y'all, what I'm saying? Know the drill. Know what is at stake. And all that other shit. And we will go from there. You know what I'm saying? That's what we will do and shit, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're going into color mixing. I can't give any spoilers away, but this is good. Believe it or not, as much as good as this is for beginner painter, this is good for kids too. This kids in fucking middle school that don't know what colors make which colors, right? So I can tell you that, you know what I'm saying? You can definitely get going with that and shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to and shit, you know what I mean? So this will be a good little thing. You know what I'm saying, to get going and shit, you know what I mean? So, trying to take all this paint off the cap real quick. Cause I'm just doing little spots and shit. And I'm gonna go over everything. But I'm trying to just use every drop. And all that other shit, right? And then we'll go from there and shit. Let's see. Nice. Everything's working out well. Now you can see the wall and shit. Everything's working out well, man. Let's see. This right here gonna need some, so a little bit of that. So let me go ahead and do a dip. I'll let that drip right there. Alright, man. yeah, was hit that bullshit. Alright. There we go. And I feel that in. Alright. Now I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, man. So I hope y'all enjoying me so far. You know what I'm saying? This is a nice, you know what I mean? Thing for me to do. And all that other shit, you know what I mean? I hope y'all are enjoying this. And yeah, you know what I mean? Let's go over these little spots real quick. Mm. Going over these little bitties. These little bitties. And try not to dip in there. I fuck around, give that paint away, but I give that paint away to somebody out there, man. I sell that paint. I sell that paint to one of them Hispanics out there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll talk to them in Spanish. You can have that shit, boy. You know what I mean? That's what I'll do. Alright, man. I'm gonna get these spots. I'll go over here and I'll let this dry and shit. So after I finish with this, obviously it's a good idea to clean the brush. You gotta clean it, man. It's important to do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all do that. You know what I mean? And all that other shit. And when you painting, man, you basically just feeling it in. Like it's not hard. I mean, this is my first time ever painting in life. I never physically applied for it. I always just been the knowledge giver, right? So I'm trial and erroring right now, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing and shit. And everything so far so good and shit. That's what I'm doing. Let's see. We're gonna leave that alone actually. So that's fine right there. No, last but not least, we got this side wall. We're going again. Ooh, I should not dipped it on there. That's my fault. That's alright though. I can use all that for this. That's alright. That's okay. I can use all that for this. That's an amateur mistake. Alright, this is a mistake. You know, so I should not have dropped it on in there. But the good part about it, I can use it all for that side. So anyway, you know what I mean? Got it right here. I'm gonna knock this wall out real quick. That's good because even with this overdose of paint, I can still get the other areas and stuff, other little tiny areas. So it's not a complete waste of paint, and I'm not gonna wash that shit off. So yeah, let's go ahead, come over here. You know what I mean? We'll begin with this big piece. Ooh, okay. Okay. And everything else looks filled. That's good. And I guess I can do these little spots. That's how I was gonna do it, but go ahead and get that rolled. I got some leftover paint, so these are very tiny spots, so very tiny spots. You know what I mean? So we all clear. Let me gonna show y'all real quick. Go ahead and set you up there. We all cleared, and we in the clear. This is it. I like it, man. Pretty good, right? I fuck with it. Yeah, so obviously, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna apply the second coating later, you know what I'm saying, off camera, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait I'm gonna wait 6 hours out. I'm gonna wait 6 hours. Well, I'm gonna wait until dry. Let me not give no time frame. I'm gonna wait till it's dry, and then that's when I'm gonna reapply it again. So once it gets dry, I'm gonna reapply the paint, and then it depends on my discretion. If it goes how it goes, I'll leave it. If not, I can add another layer of paint. So it depends, you know what I'm saying? It depends on my discretion on how it looks after the second coat. But I do need to put another coat on, and then we'll see from there. You know what I'm saying? But everything looks good for me. And let me go ahead and show y'all up close real quick. All right, man. So here you go, man. This is it right here. Yep. Alright, man. So I hope y'all enjoyed this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I did. Uh Make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on my next video. Yeah.